Hi, my name is Cheryl Stanton. I'm a registered nurse and stress relief specialist, and I help people reduce their stress in a variety of problems that they have. The tool that I use is called Emotional Freedom Technique, or EFT, or tapping. And basically it's an emotional version of acupuncture, but instead of putting needles in the acupressure or energy points, we will actually tap while we're focusing on whatever the problem is. And I have learned an exciting new procedure that I've found incredibly effective, and I want to make sure that you're aware of it. The difference between the old version of EFT, which I used successfully for 6 years, and this new one is that it's so user-friendly. Because you can do this yourself without having to put a great deal of thought of what's going on and what the problem is. The other big difference is before, we used to see what stress level the people had from 0 to say minus 10 out of 10. And then we'd get them down to a 0 out of 10 and we'd think our job was done. But if you are feeling 0, that means you're not feeling anything. We don't want that. We want to replace the negative energy which you were feeling with a positive energy. So we now go from a 0 to a plus 10. And I've seen incredible breakthroughs with people. So I'm just going to very quickly go through the procedure so you can try it on your own. Now, EFT can be used for anything. It can be used for any kind of emotional upset, fear, anger, sadness, worry, whatever. Okay? It can be used for any type of physical addiction or a physical pain. Now, the example that I'm going to use in this demonstration is stress. So how it works, you're just going to check in with yourself and guess, how stressed are you from 0 to a minus 10? Just pick a number, because that's generally pretty accurate. Then you're going to make the statement. In this case, it's a simple statement, and it's, I'm stressed. Okay. Then you're going to take your hands, the center of your hand, and you're going to put it right in the center of your chest, and then the other hand on top of that. You make the statement, I'm stressed, or whatever it happens to be. You know, it could be, I'm worried about how I'm going to pay this bill, or I'm scared because I've got a job appraisal coming up, or I'm really worried about what my kid is doing, or I've got a headache, or whatever it happens to be. In this example, it's I'm stressed. So you put your hands on your chest, you make the statement, I'm stressed, and then you take 3 slow deep breaths. And then 2 more. Then we're going to start at the top of your head, and you can use the same statement, or you can use a shorter version, whatever it is that you're working on. But in my case, I'm just going to use the same statement. I'm stressed. You're going to tap, and then you take just a normal breath. Then in the center of your forehead, I'm stressed. Okay. The inside corner of your eyebrow, right on the hair, I'm stressed. The outside corner of your eye, right on the bone, the triangle of the bone, I'm stressed, and take a breath. Under your eye, on the bone, I'm stressed, and take a breath. Under your nose, I'm stressed, and take a breath. The hollow of your chin, under your lips, I'm stressed, take a breath. Then just take the flat of your hand and just put it right over the collarbones, the 2 round collarbones. Tap there and say, I'm stressed, and take a breath. Then you're going to take your thumb, and on the side of your thumb at the base where the nail is, you do the same thing. You're going to tap and say, I'm stressed, and take a breath. Then each finger, the same thing on the side at the base where the nail is. I'm stressed, take a breath. 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 Then I like to use this point. This is called the 9 gamut point. If you look at the top of your hand, there's a soft channel between the tendon of the baby knuckle and the tendon of the ring finger knuckle. So you're just going to go right in there in the soft area, say, I'm stressed, take a breath. The last point is on the side of your hand. We call this the karate chop point. You're going to tap there, I'm stressed, take a breath. Then you put your hands back on over the center of your chest and make the statement, I'm stressed, and take 3 slow deep breaths. And 2 more. That's the procedure. Now it only takes a couple of minutes. And then you go in and you check and see if the number has changed, whatever it was minus 8, 9, 10, whatever it was. Has it gone down? Are you feeling more relaxed? If you still have some negative there, then you put in whatever's come to your mind. It could be a little more detailed. I'm stressed because I'm worried about the money, or I'm stressed because I've got a job appraisal today, or whatever it happens to be. Whatever comes into your mind, that becomes your next statement. I've got the job appraisal and I'm scared. Okay, then that would be your statement. And in that example, then you'd start up here, I'm scared about the job appraisal, and just go through. You keep this up. Usually it takes maybe a couple of times, a couple of rounds, which is only a couple of minutes, right? And then until you get to a 0, when you don't feel stressed anymore. But we don't want to stay there. We want to replace it with positive. So what I like to do when I get someone to a 0 or a -1, then I'm going to put in I want to statement. I want to feel confident. I want to be at peace. I want to whatever. Just in the example of the stress, I want to be at peace. That's going to be my setup statement. So again, you do the same procedure. Hands over your heart, 3 slow deep breaths. You tap through, finish with hands over your heart. And you should start to notice a difference in how you're feeling. It should feel, depending on what we're working on, it might be you might feel calmer, more at peace. You might feel more energetic or alert. Okay? For example, this morning I didn't sleep very well last night, and I had a very busy day, so my setup statement was, I am tired. I'm tired and I have no energy. That was the setup statement. When I got to a 0 on that, then the statement was, I'm alert and energetic. So that's what you'd put in a positive. And you go through the round again. The round is always the same. So it might seem a little overwhelming now because there's a lot of points, but you do the same thing over and over. So it gets very easy. And you continue that again. It's usually just a couple of times until you are feeling a change in the energy. And again, that will be different depending on what it is we're working with. It might just be that you're at peace. Or you will actually notice a change in the energy. Like this morning when I did it, I started out with feeling like my brain was underwater and this heaviness in my chest. By the time I was finished, my brain was clear. I was alert. And I just felt energetic. And I'm flying right now. So it's amazingly effective. Now, obviously this is a simple approach. If you find that more difficult things are coming up, or you're finding that this isn't working for you, you might consider some private coaching. And I'd be more than happy to discuss that with you if you're interested. Also, I do put on 2-day workshops about how to improve whatever problem that is in your life. And I call them Bliss and Balance for Life 2-day release events. These come up routinely. So you can find all the information about me on my website, which is www.cherylstanton.com. I wish you lots of luck. It's extremely powerful, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.